Hello, students. I am Purushottam Vishwakarma, and today in this video we will study NCRT solutions of the chapter The Happy Prince. I'll tell you the question as well as the answer. So stay with me till the end. Let's begin. Question number 1 from your NCRT textbook. Why do the courtiers call the prince the Happy Prince? Is he really happy? What does he see all around him? हैप्पी प्रिंस को उसके दरबारी हैप्पी प्रिंस क्यों बुलाते हैं? क्या वो सच में खुश है? वो अपने आसपास क्या देखता है? लेट्स सी द आंसर. The courtiers called the prince the happy prince because he was always happy. When he was alive, he did not know what tears were. After all, he lived in a palace where sorrow was not allowed to enter. However, things changed when he died. He was made into a statue, and he was no more happy. He could now see the misery and ugliness of the city around him. This caused tears to flow down his eyes. He was sad on seeing the state of his city. Next question. Why does the happy prince send a ruby for the sea mistress? What does the swallow do in the sea mistress house? अब सी मिस्ट्रेस के लिए उस कढ़ाई करने वाली महिला के लिए उस पुअर वुमन के लिए वो रूबी क्यों भेजता है हैप्पी प्रिंस? और स्वेलो उसके घर में जाके जो उसका मैसेंजर बन के जाता है हैप्पी प्रिंस का घर में जाके क्या करता है? लेट्स सी द आंसर. द हैप्पी प्रिंस सेंट अ रूबी फॉर द सी मिस्ट्रेस as she was extremely poor and could not feed her son who was suffering from fever. The swallow, persuaded by the prince, went to the sea mistress' house, but the sea mistress had fallen asleep. As she was tired, the swallow kept the ruby on the table where the woman worked. It then flew round the bed, fanning the boy's forehead with its wings. This relaxed the boy, and he was able to go to sleep. He went into delicious slumber. Question number 3. For whom does the prince send the sapphires and why? राजकुमार सफायर्स किसके लिए भेजता है? अपनी जो सफायर की आंखें हैं, ब्लू सफायर, वो आंखें किसके लिए भेजता है? लेट्स सी द आंसर. द हैप्पी प्रिंस सेंड द sapphires to two people, the young writer who lived across the city and the match girl. The young writer was trying hard to finish a play for the director of the theatre. As there was no fire in the grate and hunger had made him feel faint, he was too cold to write any more. The young playwright could sell the sapphire to the jeweler. He could then buy firewood and finish his play. On seeing the sapphire, the young man felt appreciated and believed that he could finish his play. The happy prince then saw a little match girl who was standing in the square just below him. All her matches had fallen into the gutter and were all spoiled. The prince knew that the match girl's father would beat her if she did not bring home some money. When the swallow slipped the jewel into the palm of the little girl's hand, she ran home happy and laughing. Question number 4. What does the swallow see when it flies over the city? अब उस swallow को, उस लिटिल टाइनी बर्ड को, जब वो सिटी के ऊपर से उड़ता है तो क्या दिखता है? What does he notice? Let's see the answer. When the swallow flew over the city, it saw the stark contrast between plenty and poverty. It saw rich men making merry, completely oblivious to the plight of the poor just down the lane. It saw the pathetic condition of the poor when they were denied even a sound sleep by police patrolling the street. Even they were not allowed to sleep under the archway. Question number 5 from your NCRT textbook. Why did the swallow not leave the prince and go to Egypt? छोटा सा जो बर्ड है, चिड़िया है, वो हैप्पी प्रिंस को छोड़ के इजिप्ट क्यों नहीं जाता? The prince having given away the two sapphires of his eyes. You know very well his eyes were made of sapphires, had become blind. Therefore, the swallow decided to be with the prince all the time. Probably the swallow was so touched by Prince's kindness that instead of flying to Egypt and be with his friend, he decided to stay back. This clearly suggests that kind hearted people always attract friends who will stay with them forever. Question number 6, the last question from your NCRT textbook. And mind it, I have some extra questions as well. What are the precious things mentioned in the story? Why are they precious? According to Oscar Wilde, what are the precious things mentioned in the story? कौन सी दो बहुत ही मूल्यवान चीजें हैं जिसको गॉड ने अपना एंजल भेज करके शहर से मंगवाया था? वाई आर दे प्रीसियस? और अगर वो मूल्यवान हैं, प्रीसियस हैं, तो क्यों हैं? विल सी द आंसर. The precious things mentioned in the story are the leaden heart of the happy prince and the dead bird. What are the two precious things mentioned in the story? One is the leaden heart of the happy prince and the dead body of the bird. They are precious because both the happy prince and the swallow were very kind, generous, and selfless. The prince could not bear to see the ugliness, misery, and suffering in his city, and so gave away all his precious stones and gold to make his people happy. This inspired the swallow to sacrifice his trip to Egypt. He stayed back and acted as the prince's messenger, carrying the precious stones and gold to the needy, spreading happiness around. As the kind prince was blinded, having given away the sapphires of his eyes, the swallow, out of love, chose to not leave him. By now, it was getting colder and colder, with winter approaching rapidly. Finally, he could no longer bear the cold and died at the feet of the very statue that loved him so much. This broke its laden heart into two. When God asked one of the angels to bring him two precious things, In the garden of paradise, the angel brought the laden heart of the prince and the dead bird. God proclaimed that in his garden of paradise the little bird shall sing forever more, and in the city of gold the happy prince shall praise God. Now I have some extra questions for you apart from all those questions, all those six questions from NCRT book. I have some extra questions for you that will be helpful in your examination. It can also be asked in place of NCRT questions. So you have to be very careful while answering such questions. First of all, the questions. Question number 7. How did the swallow exhibit the values of unconditional love and devotion? The question is, वो जो swallow है वो अपने लव को कैसे प्रदर्शित करता है, एग्जिबिट करता है। अनकंडीशनल लव, बिना शर्त के प्रेम करता है हैप्पी प्रिंस को। एक वैल्यू सेट करता है, मोरल वैल्यू एंड डिवोशन, समर्पित रहता है किसके प्रति, हैप्पी प्रिंस के प्रति। कैसे? दिस कैन ऑल्सो बी आस्क्ड in form of or. The swallow was to fly away to Egypt. You all know very well. उसे जाना था, वो जा रहा था इजिप्ट, लेकिन उस रात वो आता है शेल्टर खोजते हुए हैप्पी प्रिंस के दोनों फीट के बीच में, और ऐसे प्रभावित होता है हैप्पी प्रिंस से, उसकी काइंडनेस से, कि वहीं रह जाता है और अपनी लास्ट ब्रेथ तक वहीं रह जाता है। Why did he decide to stay on with the happy prince? क्या कारण रहा कि उसने हैप्पी प्रिंस के साथ रहने का निश्चय किया? What does this act of his show about his character? अब उससे इसके किस कैरेक्टर का पता चलता है, वो कैसा कैरेक्टर है, अच्छा है बुरा है। We know very well, like the happy prince, he is kind enough, courteous enough, generous enough. So let's see the answer. The swallow happened to stop by at the city where the statue of the happy prince was placed. It was the sheer chance that he took shelter between the feet of the statue for just one night on way to Egypt, but he stayed back till his last breath because he was moved by the prince's selfless love, kindness, and spirit of self-sacrifice. This act of the swallow shows the qualities of compassion, understanding, and helpfulness in his character. He helped the prince by becoming his messenger and carrying the jewels from the statue to the sea mistress. What was given to the sea mistress? The red ruby from the sword hilt, the playwright, and the match girl. He became a constant companion to the prince after both the sapphires had been plucked out from his eye sockets. The swallow loved the prince unconditionally and became his eyes by flying over the city and reporting the hardships and miseries of the people. He would faithfully follow all the orders of the prince and carry the gold leaves from the statue and give them to the needy, to the poor children, to beggars. Thus, the good values of the swallow helped him to remain a loving companion to the prince till cold and hunger snatched away his life. He died there at the feet of the happy prince. Question number 8. When and how did the happy prince realize the true meaning of life? जीवन का असल महत्व कब उसको समझ में आता है? You all know very well, after his death, when there was a statue of happy prince erected, what did this realization prompt him to do? अब इस रियलाइजेशन ने, जब उसने ये महसूस किया जीवन के सार्थक अर्थ को, तो क्या करता है? लेट्स सी द आंसर. The happy prince had lived a very comfortable life and had not known any sorrow when he was alive. In fact, sorrow was not allowed to enter the palace where he lived. Thus, he was called the happy prince by his ministers. However, after his death, his gold and jewel studded statue were put up on a high column in the city. From here, the happy prince, like a statue, got to see the pain and miseries of the people. He then realized that ugliness and sufferings are the true faces of life. He felt that the misery suffered by humans was the greatest mystery, and the plight of men and women was more marvelous than the grandeurs of riches. The wonderful things were useless. The most wonderful things were the miseries of men and women. He then started giving away his riches to the needy and tried to relieve them of the pain of poverty.